What's up, my fellow nerds? Welcome back. Loki, Season 2. Sleepy D's favorite show where he can do a dance. As soon as I get my Super Bowl picks right, we know that's coming. Thong, thong, and all. Now we hear it's the thong song. It's not the Macarona. It's going to be the thong song. Anyway, we're going to talk spoilers. Give us a comment if you like it. Give it a thumbs up. Pass this video around, and we shall start. Sleepy, what'd you think of the episode?
Oh, I gave this episode an 8. I feel like it's good for me because it's a lot to have to like break down myself and go back and remember because I don't have a very long-term span of memory up here. One of my favorite parts is Sylvie and Loki teaming up to go against the General Doc's chick. Dude, that was awesome seeing them fucking use their powers. Oh, see Loki use his powers again. Him holding a guy to a wall because he had like, dude, I'm sorry, that shit was badass. I have my own little theory. I think Mobius is the one who told them about the rumors. Personally, I think that way because, mind you, he doesn't remember OB, but OB remembers him. So maybe he time slipped or something, I don't know yet, to the past and told them all, hey, you guys got to prune all the fucking timelines, otherwise this shit's going to happen. It's just a small little theory I have in my head. Because we still don't know who pruned Loki. It could have been Mobius himself.
Yeah, cool.
I could pass it.
I'm gonna give it an 8. I think it was pretty decent. I don't think it really did nothing to further better, but it wasn't bad. Actually, I actually kind of liking that this show is getting people to talk about theories because I heard some crazy theories out there that got me where I'm like, okay, this is how I feel when Avengers and whatnot. And I'll say one of the theories that got me going. Like, you know, when he goes to 1982, I think it is.
Mm-hmm. For Sylvie's 1982.
Okay, yeah. There. Remember that X5 or I forgot what his other name is. X5. I'm gonna call him X5. Is telling him like, bro, you don't, Mobius is not even your real name or nothing. I think the kid that works, Jack, that works with Sylvie is Mobius as a teenager.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
He didn't see him. Remember, he didn't see him. He didn't see him. Remember, he went back and he only seen Sylvie and whatnot. He didn't see the kid. And why put a emphasis on that kid? You know, like, I don't know. Like, that's something that I've been seeing floating around out there. And I'm like, ooh, you know, it made me watch the episode again where I was like, you know what? This is pretty crazy. It might be crazy enough to work. And, you know, that's what I like. I feel like probably this is what we need, is something to, I know viewership is not really that great and whatnot, and it sucks, but, and like I said, the show is not doing nothing too extreme at the moment, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, it's giving people where, you know, talk, back, theorize, and that's why, you know, we have this podcast and whatnot, is through the theories and see what we come up. And to be honest, I like the little, what Sleepy said, that's a good theory too. There's so many little things out there that once we get more down, we might be able to figure out. Even though I've seen people that have seen 4 or 5 episodes of this already, because there's people out there that already seen it, saying that it's not what we expect. So that got me kind of like shaky, but other than that, it's pretty decent at the moment. It's not no Ahsoka or Andor, you know, those. And I'm surprised this show hasn't been able to give us banger after banger, for the simple reason that this is season 2, not season 1, where there shouldn't be a lot of explaining. It should be getting to the point. Action, let's do it, and that's it. But other than that, what do you think, Tony?
I'll give it a 7. It's boring. I'm just going to call it. It's boring. I need to see more. I need to do more. I need more Kang. I need more He Who Remains. It's dragging too long with the Sylvie storyline. It's dragging too long with Hunter BX5 or whatever his name is just dragging too much. Let's go. Where is Renslayer? Where is Miss Minutes? Ouroboros, I think, is the villain of the show. I just need more. It's taking too long to get there. I would rather the show come on a Tuesday than a Thursday because that waits too long in the week. I know why they did it the first week, but all their shows should come on Tuesday. They should have more than one show debut on Tuesday. Go all in with HBO. The ratings is proof that not so much comic books are dead. I think the storyline of this multiverse basically sucks. Let's just call it. No one wants to say it. The multiverse sucks. Give us just a straight movie. Give us just a straight storyline. Having to go, we knew how long it took to do the Infinity Saga. It should not take 12 years now, from what I'm hearing, before we get another Avengers movie. This is not, it's just not doing it for me. I watch because I have to. But this show just, it ain't doing it for me. Season 1 was perfect. Season 2 is not even mid. It's just, I'm watching it just to further the story along. It's sort of like Captain Marvel or the first 2 Ant-Man movies. I'm just watching this to further the story. There's nothing that really impresses me. Hopefully, this is the Renslayer Victor Timely episode. Hopefully, this will save it as a mid-season story arc. But right now, this doesn't even. This is probably going to make my top 5 worst things of the year unless it improves big time. Because right now, it's not doing it for me. This is not Andor. This is not Ahsoka. This is more Mandalorian. The second half of season 3. The first half of season 3, Mando was perfect. The last 4 episodes are mid, and I need more. I need more. I need the story to hurry up, because once you have an idea of what's coming, they got to really pull this off. And right now, I'm not feeling it. Go ahead, Gecko.
Sorry, I wanted to say this. See, and I thought I was the only one. I thought I was the only one that was feeling like that, because I was like, okay, it's not bad, but it's not. It's just like, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like right now, unless this episode, like you said, blow it, I wouldn't mind not catching it the same day it comes out. Regardless, we record on Saturdays, so it's like I could watch it on Friday or Saturday morning when I wake up, because it's taking too long. It shouldn't be taking too long when you already had a season 1. We should just be having bunker shit happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be honest, they destroy all those timelines and made it seem like all shocking and shit, but it was gonna happen regardless. We knew that, but it's not enough. Where like you said, like top 5. What top 5 moments? This episode was mid.
This episode. Yep.
It was mid. I had to agree with you, Tony. That's why when I said, we're getting the top 5, you said NFL, I'm like, I don't blame you, Loki, because Loki was pretty snooze fest this week. And I have to be honest, like I said, I give it an A, because I'm hoping it gets to where I'm like, whoa, this is nice. But like I said before, I feel like probably the first episode should have been maybe ease it in, but we should already be killing it. What do you think, Tony?
I know people and critics didn't like Quantumania. I love Quantumania and what it set up. And that's the Kang or Kang variant I thought I was getting. When they did the Loki post-credit scene, I thought that would be episode 1, not episode 3 or 4. They have dragged out that post-credit so long. Ouroboros, great the first episode. Kind of not meant, just the second episode. The other Hunter 13, and it's like,
what's a good cop, bad cop moment?
Yeah, okay, that is one. And like I couldn't come up with, that's why I haven't done a top 5. I couldn't come up with 5 things that were great about this episode. Trust me, I've been struggling all weekend long to come up with 5. If you guys could come up with 5, send it to me. I'll post it, but I can only come up with a top 2. And I needed more from this episode. I needed more. It's like Andor was a slow burn to perfection. This is just a slow burn. I need more. I know Ahsoka didn't and Andor didn't get the ratings that Disney wanted and is helping kill Disney Plus, but this show should be perfect. It's a season 2. You knew where it was going. And it's like, what?
We could have had at least 2 different types of Kang by now.
Right. And it's like, I know the third theory that they've already said it. He Who Remains has to fix the timeline because you need that temporal signature. So it's Victor Timely, which they've already shown in the trailers, will be brought there, and we see Sylvia will try to kill him. We know that. She tried to kill him. She killed him the first time. Give me more. I need more than just that. They haven't given me that shock factor. Like Hosea tell you, the night before that last episode of Loki aired, he brought up Kang's going to be in it. Kang's going to be in it. And I talked him out of it, saying there is no way because Kevin Feige said the movie actors will not be in there. And sure enough, Kang was in it. And I just texted him. I'd seen it before him just to watch. And that's all I said because I didn't want to spoil it. And he was 100% right. I could see it in his face. He's like me. We're just like, we want that excitement back. We're not getting it. I'm not saying it's done, but if it continues on the same path, the show's going to suck. If you want to disagree with me, Sleepy, go ahead.
No, I really can't though, because I'm in the same. Like I enjoy it, because it's Loki. You get your tidbits, little funny humor here and there. You get your serious moments. You get your tear pulling moments because they're freaking pruning all the timelines. Like those are people. Like it's sad, man. Like you were this close to finally being free, and then you realize me being free is going to doom the entire universe. But at the same time, He Who Remains still steps in and wins. So it's just, that's why I like it. It's a little bit of everywhere.
Gecko?
For me, and this is me speaking, probably Tony wanted what I'm about to say. I'm sorry, but if you tease Victor Timely in that end credit scene on Ant-Man, I wanted this show. Okay, so you know what Batman did in The Dark Knight, where Joker was, it was his movie, but Joker was the main. That's what I want to hear. And it seems like they're just dragging the Sylvie and Loki, the same characters want to fuck each other. He wants to fuck himself, and it's just getting boring, Like I said, I gave it an 8 again because. But if next week this is what we're getting, I'm sorry to say, but it's gonna have to start dropping those numbers because this sucks, man. I wanted Kang, not just some image here and some background shit happening and whatnot. I wanted Kang. I wanted to see various form of Kang, and we're not getting it. So I don't know, Sleepy. What you trying to? What you want to say here, Sleepy?
I mean, how many times is Loki going to be told to go fuck himself before he actually takes it literally? Sorry, go ahead, Tony. That's all I had.
No, it's just I want a great story. Like, say what you want about Ahsoka, the ratings were not there. I know the critics didn't like it, but as a hardcore Star Wars fan, Ahsoka delivered all of the points I wanted from those 2 cartoon shows to live action. I already know what to expect out of Loki. I'm not criticizing Loki. I'm not criticizing Mobius. I'm criticizing where the fuck is Kang or Victor Timely or actually the head of Kang. Where is he? Why? We already know he's in the show. You showed it on the big screen in Quantumania. Give me him. Do not drag this out the way you have. Sleepy, come back if you disagree.
No, I actually agree. But do you think maybe he's not in there because of the allegations? Do you think maybe they first were like, no, we're not going to do it, but then boom, fuck it, yeah, put it back in there?
Because you can always recast, you can always do that. This is already filmed.
True.
Yes, I know they did reshoot, but every superhero thing does reshoots. I don't think that's the reason. Gecko, you got something?
Look, I'm gonna say it like this, and I sorry I cut you guys off or nothing,
You
but
good?
I don't think it has to do with the allegation. I think actually this is the story that they wanted to tell. And
Hmm.
to be honest, I'm starting to think this we're not gonna. I'm starting to agree with Tony. This might be on the worst top five of 2023 because
I'm
the
done
way
like
it's
that.
going, we're 2 episodes, and both episodes have been great in length. Like,
Yeah.
let's be honest, they've been great in length, but you could cut things from both episodes and add more Kang stuff. And I feel like they're not. I feel like the way they're look. I remember when they did Thanos, they give us like Guardians here and there, and that was fine with Thanos because he was in space and not everything was there. But when you're talking about timeline, I expect Kang to be popping everywhere,
Like
everywhere.
Victor,
And
finally.
and the fact, okay, you show us a coliseum full of Kangs, and where they at? Like
Yeah. They should play more into the storyline of Council of Kings.
I
Totally
honest,
agree.
I honestly think that look, we're gonna finish watching this show and whatnot, like Tony said, because we have to. We got to give our fans what they want. Whatever little fans we got, we wanted to give them our review and what we think, and some of them agree with us. But like I said, at the end of the day, I feel like we're not gonna be happy with this show. And then the little shit I have, yeah, little things I seen online saying that it's not what we expect. I'm honestly starting to worry that this is not what we wanted, Tony.
Yeah, I think no one has seen episodes 5 and 6, which means episodes 5 and 6 have to deliver big time. No one saw Ahsoka because of the strike. There are a few people got to see it. A lot of people, since the writer strike is over, got to see this, but the actor strike is not, so they can't be out there promoting it. I can understand why Sleepy feels that they want to hide Jonathan Majors, but he still has yet to be charged with the crime. The woman who accused him of it has left the country. And until he's charged with something major, you have to sort of give him the benefit of the doubt. I just think the multiverse saga is not working. I think there have been too many cuts, too many false casting, too many false casting rumors that I don't really care right now for the multiverse. Unless the show can deliver 100% in episodes 5 and 6, I want the multiverse to go away. I don't even care for Secret Wars anymore at this point. Gecko?
Which makes sense.
And that's the thing, Tony. I feel like the fact that the multiversal saga is taking so long to actually get anywhere, I feel like this is not gonna end like Endgame neither. This ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna be the huge. I feel like they're dragging it on. Like, okay, so writer strike, boom, we're moving everything a year back, which we understand, but that's their problem. These people should have been getting paid good.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like there's ways you could look. I understand the pandemic, but you should already be telling a faster story. But I feel like, and this is probably not gonna, and we'll probably talk about this in a bigger thing. But I'm starting to feel like the Disney Plus show ain't really moving the story that fast, neither.
No, I
It's
think
gonna
it
take.
stretches it out way too much.
I just go ahead, Sleepy.
I see what you mean completely because with the Star Wars Disney shows, you get a lot in every episode that actually means something. It's not just point blank filler.
Hmm.
This does feel like filler. Go ahead, boss man.
See, and that's the thing. Another thing that I was gonna say, like with the Star Wars, it seems like they're moving all the story, right? Over here, it just feels like anime. When a big arc happens, and then they have to give you a couple filler to reach the next part of the story. I feel like all the Disney Plus shows are starting to feel like fillers. That's just my opinion. Like, to be honest, do you want what's the next show after this? Like, whatever it is, do
What
you
if?
really? What if?
What if?
What if it's pretty cool? I do want to see what if.
We hope.
We hope.
No, but most of the shows have been moved out 2 or 3 years because they actually since new Bob, which was old Bob, came back, he's agreed, and it's basically made them force a lot of cancellations. There's rumors that the Vision TV show got canceled, and the Wonder Man TV show got canceled, and it's probably going to be an Avengers show now. I think they ought to cancel the Dora Milaje show from Ryan Coogler. I think that should be canceled. No one's asking for the Ironheart show. We really don't need it. She's not that popular, a comic book character. I forget the name of the death character from Daredevil that's going to lead into that. We really don't need that. They just canceled the Daredevil TV show so they could reshoot it. So I don't think Marvel did too much too soon, too fast on Disney Plus, whereas Star Wars has done the perfect amount. I may not like all of Mando season 3, but it's better so far than the second wave of MCU shows. The first wave we can forgive for the pandemic. There's no excuse for the stuff they've done after that. And they should have done an Avengers movie this year to end it, whether it's connected to the multiverse or not. The ending of Quantumania should have led into Loki, which should lead into the Kang Dynasty right away, and then do other things to get the Secret Wars. Now we got to wait, 2027, 2028, I'm hearing, for an Avengers movie? That's way too long for an Avengers movie. Your flagship franchise. Because people forget, Sony still owns Spider-Man, and they're going to release as many crappy Spider-Man spin-off movies as they can to pretty much destroy any goodwill that they have. And I just think, I'm going to say it again, y'all going to laugh, maybe it's time to fire Kevin Feige. He hasn't been delivering on the TV side. Let's just be real.
I don't think I can fight that anymore.
You know, like
Realistically,
Kathleen Kennedy can't do a movie, but she can do some TV shows. But as they would fire her, I would say there's more emphasis on firing Kevin Feige for these TV shows, because no matter what the second Bob said, you greenlit all the scripts. So you approved everything. And with the exception of Loki season 1, and that was it. And What If, that's the only 2 really great shows you've actually had. WandaVision was good, but the pandemic and rushing that show out caused you to cancel an episode. What If, though I love, you lost an episode of that because of the pandemic. The actual pandemic made you change the storyline of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then an actual hurricane caused you to cancel your second one. So Marvel needs to really take a step back. I'm hearing they're going to rush out Deadpool 3 to make that deadline in May, but with the actor strike, which seems to be not even looking like it's going to settle at all anytime soon, I don't think that's going to make it. And now I think Marvel has become DC. I hate to say it, but Marvel is basically DC. And maybe it's time to just hold off, take a good year away, and let's just regroup. Because I know they're not going to fire Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige right now is like Bill Belichick. He's hanging on to what he's done in the past. And it's a great past. But as we say in football, the game has passed Bill Belichick by. I want to say maybe it's time for Kevin Feige to try something new. You know, it's not going to hurt to get somebody in there, but get somebody and give them total creative control and to slow down. Though we as nerds may like all the stuff, the casuals don't watch everything, as Ahsoka would tell you. They don't watch anything, and they're just going to go away. And there are other things out there now, to where when you're the only streaming service, a la Netflix, is great, but when you're one of 17 streaming services, you don't have to watch everything. You watch it at your schedule. And I think they've literally killed this brand right now. I'm not saying it kills all superhero movies. They just have to do the good superhero movies to great, and they'll be back. Because believe me, I ain't watching no 3.5-hour Martin Scorsese movie. I don't give a fuck how good it is. For him to talk shit is the last person I want to hear. So I'm going to still stick by my 7. You guys are still sticking with your 8s?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm going to still say watch the show. But there's a lot of stress this Thursday night for episode 3, because if it don't, I don't know. Sleepy, before we go?
I also recommend watching the show because this all could be something major that we just don't see yet. Because it could be a pivotal point that what they're doing now affects in the future. And it somehow flips. I don't know. I'm hoping. That's with my fingers crossed right now,
But
guys.
see, that's the point with every Marvel thing. There is an Easter egg that we have missed that will come back. They've shown that since Iron Man 1. And in Iron Man 2, they paid off most of those Easter eggs that we didn't see the first time around or the 15th time around, but they do pay off. Gecko, your final thoughts?
I think like Tony said, they need to start cleaning up what they got going on, because stretching it so far is just making a lot of people lose interest. And like Tony said, it's okay if you're the number one streaming server, but when you got 17 out there, and you got, you know, while the MCU is taking their sweet time, fumbling stuff, there's other great stuff that could come up, and they might lose interest. I think a lot of people is losing interest, and I think at the end of the day, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But so far, they're not looking that great.
I want to say one thing before I go. That New York Comic Con Invincible trailer for season 2 was badass. If I could get something like that from Marvel, which I know we can't because it's R-rated and hardcore. If y'all can give me Deadpool that way, then I would say something. But right now, it's kind of iffy. And we're going to end it there. Just remember, the thong song is in full effect with my Super Bowl pick. It is in full effect. Forget the Macarena. We're doing the thong song with Sleepy in a thong. In a thong. In a thong once I get my Super Bowl pick correct. If you like the stuff, 2,000 subscribers, PS5 giveaway. And remember that thong.
Nah.
Deuces, nerds.